So yes, I'm in Russia, in the Republic of Tatarstan, and guess what? It actually turns out there's no bears roaming around the streets or snow all year round. It's actually really beautiful here, like green, peaceful, and full of life. I have 3 packed days ahead and my research starts here at the Administrative Center of the Special Economic Zone. I'll show you how the START program works, and we'll even get to meet some of the participants in person and speak to them at their workplaces. So stay tuned for that, it's actually going to be pretty interesting. The program is operated by a leading special economic zone located in the Republic of Tatarstan, Russia's most advanced industrial region and one of the top performing zones in Europe. START program empowers young women to take confident steps into their professional lives, offering not just jobs, but also the chance to integrate into a truly international environment. Since its launch in December 2022, the program has welcomed over 300 participants from 44 countries, each of them beginning a new chapter and building a career in Russia. The program team actively collaborates with embassies, consulates, and relevant ministries to expand global partnerships and outreach. So now we're in South Park. Let's go see where the girls live. 11 cozy 5-story buildings built for 4,200 people. The apartments fully furnished. The area full of parks, playgrounds, and a wholesome sports zone. Honestly, not bad at all.
I am in Russia, the Republic of Tatarstan. Very excited to be here. This is where the START program takes place. Apparently, girls are treated fairly here. Africans, Asians, Latin Americans, they're given housing, jobs, and on top of that, they are taught how to speak Russian. Yep. So this is a fresh new start, basically. I will be watching, listening, I'll be sharing every single thing with you guys.
Hi guys, we officially have arrived here in Russia, in Tatarstan, where all the beautiful stories begin. So I'm just here to show you how the START program actually changes lives, and I'm just so excited to introduce everything to you guys. Stay tuned because this is going to be amazing.
Guys, let me tell you, what if the next big move in your life came with a plan, support, and real results? The START program is aimed for ambitious young women aged 18 and 22 who are ready to grow their careers in Russia's top economic zones. Whether you're starting your career from scratch or looking to grow, this experience is your chance to learn.
Imagine like working abroad and getting a great salary and also being international with no investments. Think about it. Their salaries are from $860. That program is opening doors for young women from the age of 18 to 22. And also, they come to Russia and kickstart their career.
Your favorite influencers are recruiting you to build drones in Russian factories and also possibly to be trafficked. This is literally an article from Bloomberg talking about how Alabuga, whatever it is, that Russian company that's looking for women aged 18 to 22, they are being probed. A simple Google search is going to show you the nonsense going on with this company. And they're targeting African women specifically. In October, the Associated Press reported that women from Africa, largely Central and East African countries, were recruited via social media to work in a factory in Russia, assembling drones to be launched in Ukraine. Around 200 women from Africa were employed in a factory. The women often did not realize they would be making weapons until after arrival. During recruitment, they were told that they will be joining a work-study program in fields such as hospitality. In the factory, the women experienced labor rights violations, including long hours, surveillance, lower wages than those promised to them. The Associated Press analyzed hundreds of videos of the online recruitment program targeting the African women called Alabuga Start. The recruitment drive has been done on social media through videos and the hiring of influencers through TikTok, Facebook, Telegram. Guys, please, if you're being recruited on Telegram, you need to stop everything you're doing and just reevaluate your life. Interpol is involved in this investigation too. Literally, when you Google this thing, referred to as the Alabuga Start program, a recruitment program for foreign women to work in Russian weapons factories. There are also some South African influencers that were flown to Russia to interview some of the people working in hospitality. I came across one of these videos.
So there's a rumor that apparently anyone who enters the START program can't go back home. Is that true?
No, that's not true. You can go back home.
Since you've been here for 3 years, have you been able to go back home?
I was home for another reason. I was home last year. Yes.
Oh, so you do go home?
Yes, if you want to get...
What kind of prescribed question is that? In what world does an international program that's supposed to be so beneficial for people using influencers to recruit them? Guys, it is so incredibly hard to get into international programs. The criteria, the application processes, everything. It is not this. It is not this. And everything in this video is alleged.
Like the moment they blow up, it's like they lose their sense of morality. Like the moment they have their followers and their brand deals, it's like they disassociate themselves from the reality of actually being a South African woman. Because what do you mean you are using your big platform with your big followers to actively promote a human trafficking syndicate? And when people tell you about it, you ignore the comments, you delete the comments, and not put down the video. Mind you, they've already paid you. You're keeping the videos up because when you want to keep connections with this client because they paid you so well, you'd rather risk the lives of 18 to 22-year-olds. Like, it is so sad. Like, it is so sad that black female influencers are the one doing this. Bosayene, Bosima, Bosiam Tanda. All these girls, they are the ones promoting the human trafficking syndicate. And I wanted to like give them like the benefit of the doubt, say, oh, maybe they didn't know, maybe they're just dumb, they didn't do research. But there's a lot of comments and people are saying this is a human trafficking syndicate. You're putting people's lives in danger. And they still keep the videos up, they don't care, they continue on with life. Joanne, how do you sleep at night? How? Mind you, the same building, same company. Because I've read the reviews of the company. People from even Argentina have testimonies of how they were treated, of how they were basically trafficked and lured in there with false job advertisements saying hospitality and all that, but actually when girls get there, they are forcing them to make weapons work in a factory that not even Russian people can stay in for 10 minutes because the chemicals are so toxic. They are putting young black girls in there and forcing them to make weapons, and they're paying them so low, and that they're paying them low. One, apparently less than $10 a day. One. Two, they're not allowing them out. They're saying that they have to pay for their freedom, a fine of apparently nothing less than $20,000. And on top of that, they have to pay for their stay, pay for food. Got that little less than $10 they're earning, and also save up to leave. Basically, they're trapping them. Basically, there's no way to escape. There are some who have escaped, and there's a very few number who have escaped. But a lot of them are still trapped there. Some, they've never heard of them. They're probably dead. And you're using your platform to encourage young black South African girls to go there. Influencers need to be held responsible. Because already 200 people were lured to Thailand. They were in a human trafficking syndicate. And not all of them have been brought back. Only 23. The government was only able to bring back 23. That means the rest are still stuck there. And I remember the same group of influencers were promoting jobs in Thailand. If this was such a bag, why would they promote it so much? Why does the embassy not know anything about it? If this was such a bag. Because we have South Africans that are living overseas and they gatekeep how they go in there. They gatekeep. And the opportunities are very limited. Very, very limited. Why would they use influencers, Bosayene, out of all people, Bosayene, to promote a work study opportunity, and the embassy knows nothing about it?
So I was scrolling through TikTok during the day while I was resting. I was just having a juve day. I I didn't want to do much. I just wanted to rest because I had a busy week. And I came across a video of a South African female influencer heavily punting a START program in Russia. And essentially what this program offers is, I need you to pay attention to the target, right? They're looking for women, not men, women between the ages of 18 to 22, I almost said 22, to move to relocate to Russia. And they're promising them jobs. But what raised alarm, like what made me think about it as suspicious, or what raised my alarm bells, was it's so vague in terms of what the opportunities are. You know, it's well packaged in its presentation, like we're offering these people like residency and this and that, and they make the packages, or whatever you want to call them, sound really attractive. But when you pay attention, they're not really saying what you're going to be doing there. You know, they boast about affording them opportunities to learn to speak the languages, to stay in a community that's safe and fully furnished and housed and whatever. And when you look into it, it's like, what exactly do you want from these people? And another thing, guys, that really just gets my light bulb going on is the target. You know, yes, I've stated the subgroup, it's women between the ages of 18 and 22, but it seems like it's more so women from developing countries. And for me, it's like, I don't know, man, I just want to say to women, especially South African women, because I'm seeing the South African girlies. Oh, sorry, I went down a I'm just always curious like that. So I went down a rabbit hole and looked it up on the internet, and the stuff that I found made me feel very uncomfortable. There weren't good reviews about it. There were people complaining that it feels like a bit of a scam. You know, it seems attractive until you're there and you're overworked and underpaid. And I think that's just even glossing it and putting it lightly. What I wanted to say, I say this to say that guys, especially South African women, we all know what the unemployment issue and rate is like in South Africa. So when you see opportunities present themselves, especially from abroad, a lot of you really want to, you know, take a shot in the dark and give it a try, because people need jobs, right, to sustain their lives. But I want to encourage you to get into the habit of interrogating red flags. Whenever you see that something seems too good to be true, or that it's vague, please understand that 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, it's some kind of a scam, or it's something that raises alarms and that you should be wary of. Because again, why women? Why women only? Why the subgroup women of the ages 18 to 22? That's giving, we're trying to exploit. Why women from third world countries, or rather, developing countries? We don't call them third world countries anymore, we say developing countries. So why specifically that? For me, it's giving, I want to exploit you. For me, it's giving, you're still young, you're impressionable, you're easily manipulated. And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. You know, like I said, I went down a rabbit hole, and I've also been seeing on social media, someone on Twitter said it's giving the makings of like a human trafficking syndicate. I'm not saying that it's that, but I'm also saying that it's shady. It's very sketchy. So please be careful. And I'm a little disappointed, because I just feel like the people who are also punting it. I then went on to find more influencers, which made it even creepier. Like, why are so many people punting it? And it's women. And I get that the girlies are doing their job. They're also trying to get their money and get their bag. But sometimes, guys, before we say yes to things, or before we align our personal brands and ourselves to certain ideas, certain brands, certain companies, organizations, we also have the responsibility as people with platforms and a following to also be like, hey man, comment off. So please, guys, I'm just asking you, I'm not telling you what to do, right? But I'm just asking you to get into the habit of interrogating red flags. When the mathing, just take a step back and be like, And another thing, I know we hear this all the time, and I've said it, and it's cliche. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Look, if things were just always too good to be true, no one would be struggling. We'd all be sorted. Do you know what I mean? Like, we'd all be fine. We'd all have a gig of some sort. We'd all have things going on. This thing just seems sketchy to the core, and it doesn't sit right with me. And I really, really, thought to myself, let me just film a video and post it just to raise awareness. All right? So please, I'll post the screenshot of the page of the Said Start program in my comment section. So just thought I should share that.
Tell me if this sounds suspicious, because as we wait for tomorrow for Trump and Putin to meet, Russia has been busy. Russia has been growing the size of its army to the size of a small country. Russia has exceeded their recruitment goals by a huge margin. That's actually 105% all the way to 110%. That's around 35,000 new recruits per month, 35,000 new army members per month. Reports are saying that some of them are from prison. Some of them are agreeing to join the military just so they can avoid prison time. Russia has a sign-up bonus of $25,000. So if you join the Russian military, you will get $25,000. And so Russia is basically turning this war into a get-rich-quick scheme. And now Russia is 2/3 of the way to their goal of 343,000 new troops. What I wonder, and I'm sure what a lot of people are wondering, is why is Putin doing all this? Why is he recruiting all these people when he's going to meet with Trump in just a few hours to talk about peace in the Ukraine? A lot of people are saying he agreed to this meeting just to look good, just as a PR stunt. He doesn't have any intentions of leaving Ukraine. He wants all of Ukraine or nothing. You let me know what you think about all this. Do you think that Putin truly has intentions of leaving Ukraine peacefully, or do you think there's other motives?